Honorable Ruth Nankabirwa, Uganda's Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, has appealed to Ugandans to bear with the current power inconveniences being experienced across the country.
And I think Ugandans need frequent briefing so that they can understand how that distribution of a very important resource is being handled by the new company which is handling the distribution of electricity. I was last year in July, that's about 3 months ago, when we were briefing you on how UEDCL has performed for the first 100 days after takeover from Umeme.
Addressing the nation on Tuesday, Minister Nankabirwa explained that the challenges are part of the transition process between Umeme and Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited, UEDCL. According to the minister, UEDCL is receiving high demand for power due to the country's growing economy, which coincides with the transition period. This has put a strain on the transmission and distribution system, resulting in frequent power outages.
So when we talk about upgrading faulty substations and faulty transformers, it means inconveniencing people temporarily, switching them off as you are working on a transformer. You switch people off as you refurbish system. And you remember at the time of takeover, I talked about consequential inconveniences, and I want to repeat that Ugandans will continue to experience consequential inconveniences until all the system has been fully upgraded. We can't run away from this. We need stable power. We need to work on that transformer, which was mounted in 1994. Some of the transformers are older than 90% of the people here. Namungona transformer, because that's my road, Hoima Road. Namungona transformer, Namungona substation, I think was established in 1994 or 1993. And you know the areas that that substation serves, Lubia Hill, Namungona itself, Nakulabie probably densely populated, and a lot of activities are taking place there. And that area grows very, very fast. So those substations which are very old, it means that they are operating under overload. A substation to be overloaded is a serious problem, but it is a good problem again, because it indicates that people are enjoying the service, they are tapping, we are selling electricity, we are getting money, and UEDCL is up to date in payments, 100% actually. In 1 month, I think month of May or June, they collected 102%. You may wonder how that came about. That means they recovered debts that were left by Umeme. So they went beyond 100%. And their target is to make sure that everybody is on prepaid, And I want to encourage people, prepaid saves you. On recovery, that means government is going to recover from bad access, from police, from UPDF, from hospitals. Prepaid saves us. The system needs money, so you must pay for electricity. I was talking about other substations, Namugongo substation. This was constructed in 2012. and it affects Nigeria, the Gen Z area. Nigeria, Chira, Gayaza Kasangat, Namugongo substation is overloaded. And it is old, 2012. Mutundwe substation, which affects Budo area, Chengera, Michana Road, Bulega, Buloba, Nabingo, and Nakauka. This Mutundwe substation needs help. And I will tell you what we are doing about it. Kawanda substation. This affects Namlonge and Chitezi, Chitagova.
Minister Nankabirwa assured the public that the government is working to stabilize the power system and minimize disruptions. She explained that UEDCL needs facilitation to function effectively and revealed that the cabinet has approved loans to support the necessary upgrades.
And you also have to know that we work within the given budget. You have to work within the given budget. And the government of Uganda has to make sure that all important sectors get money. So you can't say that for you will get 100% when the other sectors like health and others are getting zero. So we have to balance up. We're still continuing to mention that UEDCL is working very hard to make sure that the infrastructure they are running is healthy. Therefore, it needs feeding, it needs a good diet in order for it to serve us appropriately. UEDCL has also secured land for new substations. There is land I mentioned in Majije and land at Kawempe. Of course, this substation at Kawempe is going to help us stabilize power in Kawempe Referral Hospital and also police. And the Majije substation will save us on Gayaza side. Kasangati, Bugema, Nakwero. I hope people will get this information and their hopes will be reinstalled because we are trying very hard. Most of the new components being installed by UEDCL are sourced locally in line with Buy Uganda, Build Uganda policy.
The minister also called on security agencies, including the police, military, and regional leaders to assist in combating power theft and vandalism.
The persistent challenge of vandalism, which we are working on. I've been informing you how the law was amended and we introduced more stringent penalties. And we have seen in 4 months, 62 arrests have been made. And I want to, at this juncture, thank the communities that have worked with us, that have helped us arrest these culprits. They've made calls to us. We've coordinated with police. I want to call upon the heads of security in the districts who are the RDCs, the DPCs, not to sleep on their job. Electricity is very critical. We need to save money by curbing vandalism. The areas of Kololo, you can imagine, Mukono, Kayunga are the most notorious. And people joke around on Twitter to say UEDCL is turned over. Just because of an incident, I will pray for those people to really appreciate. I mean, we are doing a lot of good work. give us time to refurbish the system.
She assured the nation that UEDCL is committed to providing satisfactory service and urged citizens to remain calm as Uganda's new company, UEDCL, is establishing power for everyone's satisfactory.
Please encourage us when a baby is beginning to make the first step. Culturally, we encourage that baby by singing, by clapping, tengerere, 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 omwana ayimiridde, analyanga ayimiridde, then makes a second step, a third step. That's what we do. So really, we have registered a lot of good things. I had a report where UEDCL really has showed us a lot of progress, and also areas in red, transformers which are in red, telling me as a minister, do something. You know, this transformer needs replacement. This is excellent. So the report is good. And I want to encourage UEDCL, this new board, to help do the oversight so that we can deliver services to the people of Uganda to their satisfaction. I wish, therefore, to reassure the nation that government remains fully committed to investing in the distribution and transmission sectors. We are determined to match the fast-growing demand of electricity with infrastructure that is modern, resilient, and sustainable. The government has approved UEDCL's 5-year investment strategy, which will see significant investment in the distribution network as we continue to enhance the generation and transmission infrastructure. Transmission is critical. Some of those substations follow under UEDCL. Some of the substations that I've mentioned follow under UEDCL. Yesterday, other transmission projects under the second loan in cabinet yesterday, which was passed. This is going to see us construct a transmission line, 400 kV transmission line from Oruyo, Nimule, and Nimule, Juba. This will be funded by African Development Bank. Masaka, Barara, Mirama, there were many transmission lines that are going to be constructed. You know what this means? This means that power is going to be stabilized because more transformers are being injected. There is a line which we are constructing to supply, it's going to be a dedicated line from Mirama to supply Inspire Africa Coffee. I was there recently at Inspire African Coffee. It is another thing to talk about. Just want to encourage you to visit. It's another thing to talk about. An African coffee park. Actually, it's going to be an African coffee park with a runway where planes will be landing, football pitch, and so many things. And there are many lines that are coming out of Aspire Coffee. That line is being worked on to stabilize power in Aspire, in Intungamo, Aspire Coffee area in Intungamo. So a new transformer is injected at Mirama substation to supply the people around that area. A lot is being done to stabilize power. The inconveniences are regretted, but they are unavoidable. We are trying to cure a sickness by making some people feel the pain, like doctors do. We have nothing to do but to work on this system so that it is a healthy system to be able to serve us. I thank you all for joining us today here at the Media Center as I update the country on the status of our electricity distribution network and the steps that we are taking to ensure that we deliver reliable power supply for all Ugandans.
For Spout TV, I'm Patricia Twemara.